Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And people already twerking in the comments as we speak. This is going to cause all type of drama. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you know the LeBron fans are loose. These guys are everywhere. They're on the loose. We can't stop them. There's nothing we can do with them. They're all over the place. They're belligerent. They're out of control. They're basically attacking people with jars of honey all over the street. It's crazy. Absolute madness. So what happened? We were looking for something to shoot today. Content. And I was like, man, I'm running out of ideas here. Then Mitch hit me with the Jason Kidd assist. He just hit me with like the shot in my pocket to just go up and hit that three. He's like, yo, son, I got this topic for you. So I'm like, what's this topic? I saw the video, the clip of it, and I was like, folks, we got a problem. So once again, we got another former LeBron James teammate coming out there and saying that LeBron James is the one that ruined the NBA. That, as a matter of fact, it's not Stephen Curry. It was LeBron that ruined the NBA when he came up with the team hopping and just basically jumping all over the place and created this player empowerment. As you guys know, when LeBron was in the East getting his ass whooped in the Eastern Conference every year, he couldn't get out of the East, although he had some good teams that were winning 60-plus games. Nike was doing commercials about him going to face Kobe and all of that. He was getting body slammed by the teams that Kobe was beating in the finals. He was getting mollywopped by those teams, right? So what happened? LeBron then decided, you know what? I'm going to pull off a boss move, and I'm going to go to Miami and form a team that ended up being one of the most hated teams actually that season. And probably one of the most hated teams of all in NBA history, that Miami Heat team. And he went out there because he knew what he did. And he was like, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. The entire NBA community was fed up with LeBron when he did that. You had Jordan and Larry Bird and all of these guys coming out there saying like, yo, son is soft. Son is soft. Jordan was like, when I was playing, I was trying to beat these dudes. I wasn't trying to join these dudes. So what happened? There's a clip out there of Iman Shumpert basically saying that it wasn't Stephen Curry that ruined the NBA. As a matter of fact, it was LeBron James. Before we even get into what Iman had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on sports and players you love. Pick more or less on 2 or more players in any sport to win up to 100 times your entry fee. For example, here's a possible winning player projection lineup. Tyreek Hill for more than 90 receiving yards and Dak Prescott for more than 263 passing yards. Josh Allen for less than 240 passing yards and CB Lamb for more than 96 receiving yards. And if you're like me and you want to play safe, you will love the new features Prize Picks invented. Flex Plays. Flex Pays are the safest way to play Prize Picks. You can still make a profit or win some money back even if a couple of your picks don't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we're going to play what he said. I think it was on Shaq's podcast, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Iman here.
I got crucified for this question already. Has Steph ruined the game? Because I also was asked this and I said the person that ruined all of this was Bron, because I felt like Bron's stance, and it's like Mike. If Mike would have made it okay for y'all to just be like, yeah, I'm leaving this team and I'm going to another, because I don't like what the owners are saying. If Mike would have did that, there would have been no loyalty, because we all, quote unquote, wanted to be like Mike, right? And I felt like, even though Steph was good, I felt like Bron was the guy that did it, because I feel like when Bron made it okay for people to team up, it stopped making the star player have to come back with something added to their game.
I think you're answering a different question. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm talking about the style of play with everybody shooting.
That's what I'm saying.
So you heard what he had to say. That's not even the funny part. The funny part of the comments. Let me read what some of these people were saying in the comment section. It said, One person said, blame the Celtics before you use age as an excuse. They were in their 30s. At 35 plus, if Steph, Bron, and KD teamed up right now, y'all would call it a super team. Keep the same energy. LeBron never left the team out of frustration. He always fulfilled his contracts and left in free agency. Another person said, crazy how these role players talk about Bron like he's not the reason you got your championship ring. Another person said, if Bron stayed in Cleveland this whole time and only had one ring, would be saying that's a disappointment. Stop it. Y'all want him to be damn and be stuck on a bum-ass team until it's too late. So, another person says, Celtics made a big three. Bron responded with a big three. KD responded with his. They don't work anymore. Balance back in the world. And another person says, Celtics made the big three. Steph didn't ruin it. He made it so much more creative. Okay. So let's address this here. Celtics formed the big three. When they formed the big three, all of their players were in their mid-30s. That's the first thing. They were in their mid-30s. When the Celtics formed the big three, no one was saying that they had a top 2 or 3 player on their team in the NBA. Nobody. At that time, it was Kobe. And then people were saying LeBron was number 2. When LeBron formed the Miami Heat, let me give you guys some context. LeBron was joining a finals MVP and a player in Dwayne Wade who the year before led the NBA in scoring. He also got a Chris Bosh, who was a 20-10 guy that was always taking his team, to Toronto Raptors, to the playoffs every single year. You then got a LeBron, who was arguably the second best player in the world on that team, who was like 26 years old. All of those guys were in their 20s. The Celtics were in their mid-30s. So it was like a last hurrah, whatever, for them to have an opportunity to win championships. Because at that time, Ray Allen didn't win a championship, Kevin Garnett didn't win a championship, and Paul Pierce didn't win a championship. So it was like the old guys coming together to give it one last shot. Number 3, when the Celtics formed that team, the NBA didn't hate them. When LeBron and them formed that team, the entire NBA community hated them. LeBron came out there and said they're going to win 7 championships because he knew he created a super team. None of the Celtics players were saying that. LeBron was. Okay? He was, because he thought they were going to win 7 championships. In that first season together, they won over 20. They went on a 20-plus win streak during that season. Going into the playoffs, they were the heavy favorite. The heavy favorite. And to show you how that situation with Miami was totally different, when they got to the finals, that playoffs, Dwayne Wade was the one that led the Miami Heat in scoring that playoffs. Did y'all know that? Did you know that? Dwayne Wade led the Miami Heat that year. He was his number 1 scorer in the playoffs. It wasn't LeBron James. It wasn't Chris Bosh. So LeBron was playing arguably with a player that was better than him in the playoffs that year. And they were already calling him the second or third best player in the world. So what are we talking about here? How is it the same? Those dudes were at the tail end of their prime. Those guys were in the heart of their prime. KD joined the Warriors in the heart of their prime. The exact same thing. Happened a little bit differently, same result. That was the move why everybody hated LeBron. That's the reality. And LeBron himself said it, I'm going to wear the black hat this season. So these are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.